3.2.2. Multiply and divide whole numbers 1 through 12. Now maybe in a few of these practices, maybe it's a little larger than 12, but 12 is about the boundary that we're looking for. Fill in the blanks below with the appropriate number to make each multiplication or division problem true. So we need to find out what number makes the problem true. So 11 times 44. So we can, if we know this in our head, we can do it that way, or we can write it out 11 times 4 and then follow this way. 11 times 4, 1 times 4 is 4 in the ones column. There's no carrying necessary. And then 4 times 1 in the tens column, and that's 44. Blank times 12 equals 60. Well, this is a one-step equation, right? We can almost say that this is x, right? So what is x? Well, we can use our equal sign highway, and then this is multiplication, so the opposite operation of multiplication is division, right? So we can divide by 12, divide by 12, so that cancels out, and we're left with x equals 60 divided by 12. So 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. So how many times is that? That's 5. So x equals 5. Very good. Similar concept here, except 9 blank equals 63. The operation here is an implied multiplication. So 9 times what gives us 63? We set an and we can put this as an x. Use our equal sign highway. Since this is multiplication, we need to divide each side by 9. Equals divide by 9. So the 9 and divide by 9 cancels out, and we're left with x equals 63 divided by 9, which is 7. So x equals 7. 36 divided by 3. We can use like a basic example of long division. 36 goes in the box, divided by 3, and that goes in one time. 3 times 1 is 3, so minus 3. And bring down the 0, bring down the 6. And how many times does 3 go into 6? Well, that's 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6. So that works out pretty nicely. And the answer, 36 divided by 3, is 12. Now for this one, well, it's a blank divided by 6 equals 5. So let's put in our variable here. And this is, once again, an equal sign highway type of question. So we draw our equal sign highway. We notice that it's a variable divide by 6. To isolate the variable, or socially distance the variable, we have to use the opposite operation. The opposite operation, division, is multiplication, so multiply by 6 is the same thing as multiplying by 6. So then we cancel out divide by 6, multiply by 6, those cancel out because they're opposite operations, and x equals 5 times 6, which is 30. All right. So this last question, 48 divided by blank equals 8. Okay, this can get a little tricky. So it's going to take a few steps, but if you know it, you know it. If you don't know it, then it's going to be a little tricky, but we can do it. So we can set up an equal sign highway, divide by x. So now we're dividing by x. So you're going to be tempted to divide by 48. No. You're going to multiply each side by x. Okay, so if we multiply each side by x, okay, dividing by x, multiplying by x cancel out, and you're left with 48 equals 8 times x, right? So now we can divide each side by 8, right? Divide by 8, opposite operation again. Okay, right? Equal sign high. What we divide on one side, we equally have to divide on the other. So the 8 cancels out with the 8, and we're left with x equals 48 divided by 8, which is 6. So 48 divided by 6 is 8.